Ever wondered if you could fix that leaky faucet or squeaky door yourself? Welcome to an enlightening journey into the world of basic home repair DIY. This isn't just about wielding a wrench or hammer, it's about empowering yourself. Learning these skills can save you both time and money, freeing you from the constraints of professional service schedules and fees. Equip yourself with the confidence to tackle those pesky problems that crop up around your home. By the end of this video, you will have a basic knowledge of home repair that can help you tackle common problems around your house. First things first, having the right tools is crucial for any repair job. Now let's dive into the essential tools you'll need for basic home repair. Start with a quality hammer. This is a staple of any toolbox. From driving nails to breaking things apart, a hammer is indispensable. No home repair job is complete without one. Next on the list is a screwdriver. Actually, make that screwdrivers plural. You'll want both a flathead and a Phillips head at a minimum. These will help you tighten loose screws, pry open paint cans, and even chisel out old caulking. Then we have the wrench. An adjustable wrench is a versatile tool that can tighten and loosen nuts and bolts of various sizes. It's a must-have for plumbing repairs and assembling furniture. Speaking of versatility, pliers are another must-have. From gripping and bending to cutting and twisting wires, a good set of pliers can be used in a multitude of ways. Another essential tool is the tape measure. Whether you're hanging a picture, moving furniture, or cutting materials for a repair, accurate measurements are key. A tape measure is a simple tool, but it's one you'll find yourself reaching for time and time again. And lastly, a drill. A power drill can make holes, drive screws, and even mix paint. It's a bit of an investment compared to the other tools, but its versatility and time-saving capabilities make it worth every penny. Now let's not forget about safety. When doing home repairs, it's important to protect yourself. A pair of safety gloves can help prevent cuts and blisters, while safety goggles will protect your eyes from dust and debris. There you have it. Those are the basic tools you'll need for most home repair jobs. Sure, there might be some specialized tools you'll need for certain tasks, but with a hammer, screwdrivers, a wrench, pliers, a tape measure, a drill, and the right safety equipment, you're well on your way. With these tools in your arsenal, you're ready to tackle most common home repair tasks. A dripping faucet can be annoying and wasteful, but did you know you can fix it yourself? Now, let's dive into the steps on how to silence that pesky leak. The first thing you'll need to do is identify the type of faucet you have. There are 4 main types: ball, cartridge, ceramic disc, and compression. Knowing the type of faucet you're dealing with is crucial, as it determines the replacement parts you'll need. Before we roll up our sleeves, it's important to turn off the water supply to the faucet. You'll typically find the water supply valve under the sink. Turn it clockwise until it stops. This will prevent any surprise geysers when you start to disassemble the faucet. Next is removing the handle. This might require a little elbow grease, but don't worry, you've got this. For most faucets, there's a screw securing the handle. You'll need to remove it, but remember to keep it safe. You'll need it when reassembling the faucet. Now, with the handle out of the way, you'll see the stem. This is where the faulty part likely resides. Depending on your type of faucet, it could be a worn-out washer, a damaged seal, or a faulty cartridge. Whatever it is, remove it and replace it with a new one. Most hardware stores will have the replacement part you need. Once you've replaced the faulty part, it's time to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Start by reattaching the stem and then secure the handle back into place with the screw you kept safe earlier. Give the handle a few turns to make sure everything's working smoothly. Finally, turn the water supply back on by turning the valve counterclockwise. Test your faucet. If done correctly, the only sound you'll hear is the satisfying silence of a drip-free faucet. And there you have it. A drip-free faucet without calling a plumber. Squeaky doors can be a nuisance, but with a few simple steps, you can silence them. Let's dive right into the process. Firstly, we have to identify the source of the squeak. Generally, the culprit lies within the door's hinges. You can confirm this by slowly opening and closing the door and listening closely to where the sound comes from. Once you've pinpointed the source, the next step is to alleviate the friction causing the noise. Now, this is where our trusty friend, the lubricant, comes into play. There are many types of lubricants available, but for doors, a light oil or silicone spray works wonders. Before you apply the lubricant, it's crucial to clean the hinges. Dust and grime might interfere with the lubrication process. A small brush or an old toothbrush works well for this purpose. Scrub away any visible dirt, then wipe the hinges clean with a dry cloth. Now you're ready to apply the lubricant. Give the spray can a good shake, then aim it directly at the top of the hinge pin. As you spray, the lubricant will trickle down, penetrating the hinge's inner workings. Ensure to apply it to all hinges on the door. Once done, it's time to test the door. Slowly open and close it a few times to distribute the lubricant evenly. If the squeak is still there, don't worry. Sometimes it takes a little more lubricant or a few more swings of the door to get rid of the noise completely. Repeat the process until you achieve the desired result. Remember, patience is key here. It might take a few tries to get it right, but once you've done it, you'll realize how simple and effective this solution is. And there you have it, a quick and easy fix for that annoying squeaky door. With just a bit of time and the right tools, you've saved yourself a call to a professional. Now you can enjoy the sweet sound of silence every time you open and close that door. Don't panic if you accidentally put a hole in the wall. With a little patience, you can fix it yourself. Patching a hole in the wall is a simple process, but it does require some care and attention to detail. First things first, you'll need to prepare the area. Start by removing any loose debris from the hole and around it. This will ensure a smooth surface for the patch to adhere to. You can use a utility knife to carefully cut away any jagged edges. Next, it's time to apply the patch. There are different types of patches available, but a self-adhesive patch typically works best for small to medium-sized holes. Simply peel off the backing and stick the patch over the hole, pressing firmly to ensure it adheres well. Make sure that the patch is larger than the hole so it fully covers it. Once the patch is in place, it's time to apply the joint compound. This is a type of plaster that will help blend the patch into the rest of the wall. Using a putty knife, spread a thin layer of joint compound over the patch and a bit beyond its edges. It's better to apply multiple thin layers, allowing each one to dry before applying the next, rather than one thick layer. This helps create a smooth, seamless finish. After you've applied the joint compound and it's fully dried, you'll need to sand the area. This step helps to further smooth out the surface and prepare it for painting. Use fine grit sandpaper and sand gently to avoid damaging the patch or the surrounding wall. Finally, it's time to paint over the patch. Ideally, you should use the same paint that's on the rest of the wall for the best match. Apply the paint with a small brush, feathering out the edges to blend it with the surrounding area, and there you have it. With these steps, you've turned a once unsightly hole into an invisible memory. It's a simple process, but one that can save you from calling in a professional. With this skill under your belt, you can confidently say goodbye to unsightly wall holes. Home repair might seem daunting, but with a little knowledge and the right tools, you can handle many common problems yourself. Today we've journeyed through the essentials of basic home repair. We've tackled the importance of having the right tools. Remember, a well-equipped toolbox is your first line of defense against household issues. We've also dived into the nitty-gritty of fixing a leaky faucet. It's not as intimidating as it sounds, right? With a few twists and turns, you can say goodbye to that incessant drip, drip, drip. Next, we conquered the squeaky door. A simple application of lubricant can bring peace back to your home, free from the ear-piercing squeaks that can disrupt your serene environment. And lastly, we battled the menacing hole in the wall. Patching might seem like a job for the pros, but with a little patience and the right materials, you too can restore your wall back to its pristine state. Each of these skills not only saves you a pretty penny, but also equips you with a sense of accomplishment. It's about more than just home repair. It's about building confidence, independence, and resilience. Remember, DIY home repair is not only about saving money, but also about gaining confidence and independence. So roll up your sleeves and start fixing.